There is a sacred instant every soul will pass through the moment you suddenly remember who you are in God. Then the gate of peace opens not with thunder, or a mighty wind, but in the gentle breath of recognition. I, Saint Michael, stand at that threshold of light not to judge but to lift you across back into your original radiance. Today in this scroll of glory I invite you to read again the name engraved for you in heaven, the holy name that has slept too long waiting to be awakened by the seal of awakening. Do you hear it, a call soft as breath yet strong as sacred thunder sounding in the midst of your most ordinary days? It is not an echo from afar, but the heartbeat of your soul longing to receive its name again in the light. Each day when you pause amid the rush of life, when you choose what is good in the quiet, in that very moment, you are opening the seal of awakening, the place where I, the Archangel Michael, have set my guarding hand to keep that flame from going out. You are called not to be perfect but to awaken and return, for in every beat of your heart there already pulses the light of God. You are not lost, you have merely forgotten that you were born of light. Cares and long weary days sometimes make you think heaven is far away, but in truth heaven is breathing within you. I see it each time you love, even with the smallest gesture, each time you choose forgiveness over resentment, all the heavens glow. It is precisely these ordinary things that are the golden threads God uses to weave the garment of grace for your soul. I do not come to speak of distant things but to remind you that light can be revealed in every honest tear, in every hidden yet upright choice. Awakening is not abandoning life but recognizing that life is borne up each moment by the Spirit. When you choose to walk in peace, when you say yes, even without seeing the road, you are rousing the flame that bears your name, a flame no darkness can extinguish. I speak to you today not to tell of miracles but to remind you that you are the miracle. Every soul is a line in the scroll of glory, where God has written words that never fade. You did not come to hunt for light outside, you came to remember that the light longs to shine from within you. Open your heart and let that call touch you. For when you remember where you belong, every closed door will open of itself. And now I would lead you deeper that you may recognize the signs waiting to be kindled within your own life. For the one who bears a holy name is never ordinary. You are inscribed in heaven to live, to love, and to heal. That love has faithfully kept you through every season, that grace has hidden itself in the most familiar things, and that power waits for you to choose the light here and now. Beloved, before the world took shape, before the first star was kindled beneath the firmament, God already knew you. Your name was written upon His palm, not in ink, but in light. No one is born by chance. Each is sent a ray from the inexhaustible source. I, the Archangel Michael, witnessed the moment your soul was breathed to life by the Creator. From that instant you have carried within you a holy name, an eternal calling no darkness can erase. There are days you forget how noble you are. You look in the mirror and see fatigue, feel small in a vast world, and imagine there is nothing special about you. But hear me, light is never lost, it is only veiled. Like the sun behind the clouds, your holy name still shines, waiting for you to remember. With every act of love, every hidden prayer, you are awakening that dignity, something no wealth and no world can bestow. Recall what God spoke through the prophet Isaiah: I have called you by name, you are mine. Isaiah 4:3-1. This is not merely a word for ancient Israel. It is for you today, right where you stand. Your name is not only a sound, it is a proclamation from heaven that you belong to the light, that within you there is the seed of holiness, even if you feel you dwell in the dimmest place. I, the Archangel Michael, have been sent to the earth at moments when darkness imagined it had won. I have seen many souls who thought themselves ashes, yet God made them flame. As with Moses in the wilderness, when he believed himself forgotten, God called his name from the bush that burned and was not consumed. That light did not come from outside but from within, from the very call, Moses, Moses, which God sowed. And so I say to you today as well, child, you are not forgotten. You are called, and I am standing beside you to help you remember who you are. There is a seal of awakening impressed upon every soul when you choose to rise after you have fallen. It is the seal of one who has suffered yet will not let pain become a wall between you and God. When you forgive though your heart still trembles, you are living the dignity of one whose name is written in heaven. When you give thanks for the little things, you are opening the door for light to enter old shadowed rooms. And when you pray not to demand but to remain in love, then the light of heaven flows through you like an underground river that never runs dry. Your dignity is not measured by success or fame but by the light you bring to the world around you. Each time you choose kindness over judgment, each time you listen to another heart with compassion, the angels rejoice and heaven opens like a festival of light. You carry within you the creative energy of God, the energy by which life is formed, by which flowers open, by which children laugh. Do not take this lightly, for a single loving glance, a single sincere prayer from you is enough to change the course of a soul struggling in the current of life. I know there are times you are tired, convinced you are too small to bear the holy fire. But child, the holy fire does not require strength, only willingness. You need not become someone else, only remember that you were born to bear the light. I stand here at your shoulder, keeping watch over the flame, that the winds of life may not snuff it out. And when you fall, I do not reproach. I lift you up, brush the dust from your soul's wings, and say, you still belong to the light. When you live as one who knows their holy name, the world ceases to be a fearful place. Every ordinary thing, meals, work, laughter, tears, becomes holy ground where God sets the seal of His love. You need not seek miracles, for you are the miracle, the one called, inscribed, and chosen to carry the sacred fire into the most ordinary things. I, the Archangel Michael, call you bearer of light, not because you are perfect but because you are loved. When you understand this, every fear dissolves like mist. You walk in peace, knowing you are not alone. The heavens are open and my hand guards your every step. In the instant you speak God's name, He has already spoken yours. Therefore, keep the flame in your heart. Remember that each day you live, each word you speak, each work you do is writing the next line of your own scroll of glory, and on every page God does not write in ink, but in light. Let Him write on through the choices you make today. You may not see the full meaning of what you are doing, but God sees. You may think small deeds are nothing, yet in heaven they shine like stars. And when you persevere in the good, even unseen, you set all the heavens trembling with joy. This is a dignity not at all ordinary, the dignity of one who knows they belong to the light. Beloved, the light within you is not only to guide your own steps but to warm others. Let it spread through your smile, through your simple presence. For when you walk in the truth of who you are, the whole sky walks with you. Imagine in that river of light something beginning to bud, the love tempered through long nights, the steadfast love that does not depart. A love that remains, that shelters, that waits to be recognized. For after you remember your sacred name, the next thing you will see is that unfailing love, the love God has given and we, the Archangel Michael, have kept day and night within your heart. Beloved child, when the storms of life rise, do you feel alone? There are nights when your soul trembles and you think God has been silent too long. Yet I tell you, within that very silence love is at work. Not with clamor, not with blinding wonders, but with the quietest upholding. Each time you are still standing at day's end, each time you can say, Lord, I still believe, that strength is not yours alone. It is the strength of love holding you so you do not fall. I, the Archangel Michael, with the countless hosts of heaven, have been sent to encircle you amid the whirlwinds of the world. Not one tear of yours falls unnoticed by God. And when you lack words to pray, I pray in your stead. When you grow weary, I lift you up. When you think you are lost, in that very moment you are being carried in the arms of heaven. God's love does not tire, does not change, and never abandons. Remember the promise of the psalm, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Psalm 2, 3, 4. This is not merely a comfort, it is a living reality. Wherever you stand, whether in trial or in wilderness, the light of God still shines through, and my arms are still outstretched to guard you. Let me tell you an old story, seldom recalled, yet a witness to love that never forsakes. When the prophet Elijah fled into the desert afraid and in despair, he collapsed beneath a broom tree and said, "It is enough. Now, O Lord, take away my life." But instead of reproach, God sent an angel who touched him and said, "Arise and eat, for the journey is too great for you." Elijah opened his eyes and saw a cake baked on coals and a jar of water. He ate, and by that strength he walked 40 days to the mountain of God. Do you see, love did not arrive in thunder. It came as a small meal, a gentle, attentive touch. So too, when you think yourself alone, I am there in the warm breath of one beside you, in the tear that is tenderly wiped away, in the small ray of light that whispers, "You are still loved." Confer 1 kgs 1948. Some souls think God's love is only for the strong, yet in truth it seeks the hearts that tremble most, for only through the cracks can the light enter. Do not be ashamed of weakness. Within that very weakness God works wonders. Like a seed in the earth that seems to die yet is being swaddled for life to break forth, so God's love swathes you in days that feel like silence, until at the right time the flowers of life burst open. I, the Archangel Michael, have seen it often. Those who thought themselves mere ashes blaze again, because God never lets go. His love is a hidden spring threading through the rock, ceaselessly refreshing. You may not sense it at once, but each time you choose the good, each time you dare to forgive, that spring is flowing through you. Heaven's love is not a prize for having made it through. It is the very strength by which you pass through. No night lasts forever. Even in the night, angels light a small flame to guide your steps. You may not see me, yet your soul can feel the strange stillness, like invisible arms around you. That is I and the angels keeping watch. I remain where your heart quivers, where your prayer has not yet found words to speak for you. Keep this soul, for it is your light. Do you remember the last time you felt loved? Perhaps it was an ordinary morning when sunlight slipped through the window, or a greeting that warmed your heart. Those moments are not small, child, they are little shards of heaven's love touching the earth. Each time you smile while sorrow remains, you are cooperating with that love. Each time you take someone's hand while you yourself are wounded, you are allowing God to love through you. I see this. I uphold this. And I shield you as you live in the world without letting your heart grow cold. Do not fear, when you cannot yet see the outcome. Keep going, for love goes with you, love that does not abandon, does not calculate, does not regret. It follows you to the deepest place to say but one thing: you are worthy of love and you have never been alone. Beloved child, remember, when you ask for a miracle, that miracle may be the love that still abides in your heart. If your heart can still be moved, still feel compassion, still hunger for the light, that is the clear sign that God is with you. I, the Archangel Michael, stand beside you, not to make you afraid but to help you trust. Through every gust you face I go with you. For every tear you shed I catch it. Through every long night you endure I keep vigil until the first light of dawn touches your eyes. And when you wake I want you to know you have been kept by love. That love does not come to bind but to set free, not to make you strain to be strong but to let you dare to be weak within the arms that are safe, for in this love there is no fear, only light and peace. And in that light you will begin to notice other wonders, that grace arrives not only in miracles but hides within the smallest things, in the ordinary choices you make each day, in the fine-boned subtlety of the holy waiting to be recognized. My dear one, at times you seek God in what is grand, in earth-shaking miracles, in extraordinary events, in prayers spoken with thunder, but grace rarely peals like thunder. It most often steps softly like sun, dust in the morning. God conceals himself in what is very ordinary, in the moment you open a door for someone, in the way you listen, in the word you choose to speak instead of keeping silent, or in the silence you choose instead of arguing. I, the Archangel Michael, want you to know the holy is not far from you. It lives in the things you do each day, only the eyes of the soul are sometimes not yet open to see. When God looks down, he does not count what you do, he looks at how you do it, with love or with indifference. You may think that caring for someone, washing dishes, teaching a child, or helping a neighbor are merely ordinary tasks, but in heaven, such moments shine like jewels, for when you do a small thing with great love you touch what is eternal. The world praises what is loud, God smiles upon what is hidden. I, the Archangel Michael, have seen many souls who deemed their lives insignificant, yet in truth they were weaving light for the world with the plainest threads. Every whispered prayer before sleep, every time you choose patience over irritability, is a divine test tucked into a small decision. These trials do not come to make you afraid but to show you how deeply you can love. Sometimes you need not conquer a mountain, simply keeping peace through a stormy afternoon is a great victory in God's eyes. Remember, grace is not a reward for the flawless but a gift for the receptive. To receive you must slow down. When you pause to give thanks, when you notice the beauty of each leaf, each drop of rain, each breath, grace begins to flow, not noisily but steadily, like an underground spring, nourishing, cleansing, and transforming your soul little by little. Know this: you need not wait for everything to be perfect to feel God's love. You need only open your heart to the present moment, for the present is where God is touching you. Recall the words of Jesus: whoever is faithful in very little is faithful also in much. Luke 1:6-10. That saying is a small diamond hidden in the ashes of daily life. Fidelity in little things is how God builds great souls. In every small act you do with love, you are preparing a sanctuary for grace to dwell. And I, the Archangel Michael, stand beside you each time you choose the good, even if no one sees, to lift that offering to heaven like fragrant incense. There will be times when you do not see fruit at once. You may think, I have done good and no one notices. But child, God remembers each thing He sees when you forgive unnoticed, when you smile while your heart still aches, when you wait patiently in silence. These are the refinements of the holy. Grace loves to hide like a seed in the soil. Yet when the hour comes, it will push through, bloom, and its light will illumine not only your life but those around you. I know you sometimes long for grand signs, to see God's hand more clearly, but in the small things He is doing the greatest work of all, transforming your heart. God is not hurried, He is patient, like a potter kneading the clay. At times He lets you wait, not because He is silent but because He is teaching you to hear love within the quiet. And when you learn that, you will see that each passing day is not a repetition but a step closer to true life. I, the Archangel Michael, walk with you through days that seem to hold nothing special. As you cross the streets, work, eat, laugh and speak, I am there, because any moment can become a doorway for grace to enter. Only open your heart, only say, Lord, I want to love you more in this small thing, and God will do the rest. Grace does not require dazzling ceremony, it asks for a listening heart. And when your heart listens, you will find the world around you changed, clearer, gentler, as though heaven has drawn near to earth. Beloved, learn to recognize God in every breath, in each bird song, in the eyes of those you love, even in the quiet, between two heartbeats, for there, He is calling your name. Such delicacy is the very garment of the holy, soft and light, yet overwhelmingly strong. And when you live in that delicacy, your soul becomes crystalline, reflecting the light of heaven. And then, borne along by the gentle current of grace, you will realize God does not only bestow gifts upon you but through you touches generations. There is grace that flows backward to heal wounds of many years, and grace that flows forward to alter the destiny of an entire family line. This is what awaits you, a horizon where the power of generational healing begins to move when a single soul dares to say yes to the light. Beloved child, there are wounds that do not belong to you alone. They pass through the bloodline, through memory, through the words left unforgiven across generations. You may never have known it, yet within the current of the soul there are quiet threads that bind you to stories not yet closed. I, Archangel Michael, have seen many souls carry burdens that are not their own and still walk on in fidelity. You are one of them, the one chosen to speak the yes your whole lineage has long awaited. Your yes today can open a way for light to pour into places where darkness has dwelt for many lives. When you forgive your parents, your grandparents, or your own past, you lay a new stone in your family's foundation. When you choose to love where there was once hurt, heaven records it as a proclamation: the light has returned. God does not behold your family as a chain of failures but as a forest coming back to life. He sends His angels to tend the soil that was once parched, and you are the hand that cooperates with that grace. You may not see change at once, but every prayer you offer today is water seeping into the roots of what is old. Sometimes it takes only one heart in a lineage to open, and grace will flow across generations like dawn spreading from the mountain's crest. The righteous will be planted in the house of the Lord and will flourish in his courts. Ps. 9, 2, 1, 3. Consider the story of Ruth the Moabite, a foreign woman who said yes to Naomi, a small yes carrying uncommon fidelity. Your people shall be my people and your God, my God. That word opened a stream of blessing for those to come, so that from Ruth came the line of David, and from that line Jesus. Do you see, one loving yes can change the destiny of a people? So too, when you choose the side of light, not only is your life made new, but the souls of those who went before you are also touched. I, Archangel Michael, together with the angels of healing, am circling your family, still touching memories, wounds, and the words that were never spoken. Each time you pray for your kin, an old mist lifts. Each time you choose peace over resentment, the light advances. God never overlooks a petition rising from a heart that loves. He hears, he feels, and he acts at the most perfect time. Believe this: the love you offer today is rewriting history. If you know you are the one who bears light for your lineage, stand upright and be gentle. Receive the old wounds as the soil receives rain. Let grace flow through you, for it is through you that God is teaching your whole family to love and to forgive. When you intercede for your loved ones, I, Archangel Michael, will lift that prayer like fragrance before the throne of God. And as the light spreads, you will see the wonder. Yesterday's pain is no longer a chain, but becomes a bridge by which souls meet again in peace. And when you have allowed the light to pass through the bloodline, you will find a deeper gift waiting: true freedom. Freedom to choose the light here and now. My dear one, God never forces anyone into the light. He invites. He does not compel. He waits. He does not press. And in that tender waiting there is a gentle question. Will you come home? I, Archangel Michael, bring that invitation to you today. Your freedom is the greatest gift God has placed within your soul, for only when you choose does the light have its true meaning. You may think you must be more worthy, more prepared, free of weakness before you can answer. But child, God does not wait for your perfection. He waits for your openness. Just a little opening, like a door cracked enough for a ray to enter, is enough to begin the miracle, for miracles do not start outside of you but within. When you choose to forgive even a little, when you choose to pray even with a trembling faith, when you choose to love even while afraid, then the miracle has already begun. God honors every breath you take. He will not enter uninvited, yet at the faintest whisper, Lord, please come, he is already there. You need not seek him on a distant summit. He dwells in your heart, in the deepest place where truth abides. And I, Archangel Michael, stand beside you with a sword of light to clear the way, not so you might battle another, but so you might be brave in choosing what is luminous. Freedom is the capacity to love not by impulse but by truth. When you choose to love though misunderstood, to trust though you do not see, to go on though the road is dim, you are living true freedom. God does not desire you to live as a slave to fear, but as a beloved child. Each yes you speak is a victory, and heaven rejoices. I tell you, there are countless angels who exult whenever a soul chooses the light in the most ordinary of moments. Do not wait for tomorrow. There is no later, only now, for light always arrives in the present. With every moment you choose the light, the world tilts a little toward goodness and your soul grows a little brighter. You are not alone, an army of angels walks with you. God does not watch from afar, He walks beside you in every breath, every step, every smallest stirring of the heart. And when you open your heart, He will do the rest. He'll renew, turn sorrow into peace, anxiety into trust, the long night into dawn. True freedom is knowing you can choose the light in every circumstance. No one and nothing can keep you from returning to God unless you close your own heart. Therefore, open it even just a little, and I promise you the light will surge in like a river flooding a thirsty field. And now, my child, since you have come to recognize the sacred name, to taste unfailing love, to discover grace in small things, to let light flow through your family line, and to learn to choose the light in this very moment, I desire to bless you. O child of light, I say this with all the love of heaven, you are no longer bound by any darkness. The door stands open. You have come farther than you imagined. Do not look back in regret, look forward in gratitude. For from this day, you are not only one who seeks the way, you are one who shows the way. Where you walk, other souls will find hope. I, Archangel Michael, bless you that your heart may keep its peace, your eyes discern the good, your hands know how to lift the weary, and your words sow seeds of light. As you move through life, remember that the sky walks with you. Whenever you feel faint, call to me, I will be there. Whenever you feel alone, remember light never abandons the one who loves it. You were made to shine not once but every day. Let the light within you become a small lamp, and when one lamp meets another, the whole world will glow like dawn after a storm. I, Archangel Michael, set the seal of awakening upon your brow, not as a mark of heavy duty but as a gentle reminder you belong to the light, you carry heaven's glory in your heart. Now take a deep breath and let your soul whisper, Lord, here I am. For with only that, heaven's door opens again and I stand there in radiant light to lift you as you take the next step. Go, beloved one, live, shine, and know this, you have never and will never walk alone. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell to journey with Archangel Michael and spread God's light each day.